Let's read some TikTok comments.
Can't wait.
So if you don't know, BZ is the most followed UK airsoft shop on TikTok. So that means every single day we get some interesting comments from the internet. So we've just gone through some of our most recent videos and screenshotted some of our favorite comments, good and bad, from TikTok, and we're just going to read them out to each other and react. So I picked out some, Luke has picked out some. I don't know which ones he's got, he doesn't know which ones I've got. Let's just watch the chaos ensue.
First one for the video from Hero Loves Aviation, and he says, or she says, I have seen videos of queues outside of your store. Is this a daily thing? And if so, is there a way to tell when it will be quieter?
So I wish it was a daily thing because we'd absolutely be rolling it if this is the case. No, so the queues outside the store are from our events. Last year we had a big opening day which had about 500 people turn up. This year we had BZ Fest at the start of June and close to 1,000 people turned up. Those are the queues you'll be seeing. I'm sure Luke has got some great footage of the massive snaking queues that we had at BZ Fest. But no, this isn't a weekly occurrence. If you turn up any other week at BZ, you will get in nice and easy without having to wait for 2 whole hours. Yeah. But if you turn up on BZ Fest, then you might have a bit of a wait. But it's crazy how many people like were willing to travel to just come to our
travel and then wait in the queue just to have a good look around the shop.
Like,
it's just
we come here every day. We come here 5 days a week. This is just our little shop that we work at. Yeah. But for other people, a guy literally flew from India to come here just to visit our shop. He had nothing else planned. Just wanted to come to the BZ shop for the first time and see the place. We had a guy flying from Ireland. We had people driving in 9-10 hours. Yeah. Crazy. But thanks guys, we appreciate it. And thanks TikTok for your lovely comments. Right, this is a comment we must get every single day. Machine Man says, it's a toy, laughing faces. We know.
Yeah, it's very obvious, isn't it?
We're fully aware that our products are toys. We basically are right now above a massive toy shop. I always want to call it an adult toy shop, but that doesn't sound like the right kind of place.
I don't think YouTube would.
No, YouTube, don't take us down. We're not an adult toy shop, but we're a toy shop for big kids. Basically, those little toy rifles where you'd go around and go do-do-do-do were the next level of that, basically. If you play airsoft, you play with toys. Because we also have some people who get offended when we call them toys. They're big toys.
Yeah.
They're expensive and fun and flashy and realistic, and some of them are really freaking cool. Nearly swore there. Nearly effing cool.
MTG_Cartin has blessed us with his intelligence here and says, do you have an in-person store like the one in the video?
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
When this comment came in, there are not many comments that surprise us, but this one did.
As he said in the comments, like the one in the video.
Yeah.
As in the video we filmed in our store.
Yeah. So basically the video was us just doing a little tour around the shop. I think it's when we actually first got our new camera equipment and we were just trying it out.
It was our first YouTube video.
And it was us doing it was for the shop tour video. I'm sure the link is on the screen somewhere. Yes. But we did a shop tour video, put it on TikTok, and a guy was like, have you got actually a real shop I can go to? Not like the one in the video, not like this fake one that we've set up for this little TikTok video. Yeah, believe it or not, guys, the shop that you see in all our videos, it's real. It's not a set. You can come here 6 days a week and buy all the airsoft toys that you want.
And we promise these comments are real. We'll put them up on the screen. These are real comments.
Lewis, not me, someone called Lewis on TikTok says, this is in response to the KWA Eve 4 or Eve 9, it's the Eve series. He says, absolute wank gun, boys. The amount of upgrades it needs just to shoot straight is ridiculous. Not what we've experienced. If you don't know, the Eve 4 and Eve 9 are our 2 best-selling rifles, and they have been for 2 years straight. They are, they're like 250-ish quid. They have the power of the Ronin series, which are like 100 quid more expensive. They're made from Magpul polymer. They're lightweight, they're absolutely fantastic out of the box. We literally sell hundreds of them every year and we don't have this problem. Joe, who you may have seen on the first ever BZ podcast, he has a collection of about, I think it was 17 guns when we sat down with him, but that was like 2 months ago, so that could have doubled by now.
Yeah, tripled.
But I said to him once, if you can only keep one gun out of all your entire collection, which one would it be? He's got guns that have like Polestar, HPA engines fitted in it. He's got guns that are worth over a grand, if that's even before he put parts on it. He said the one gun he'd keep would be his KWA Eve 9 because it just does everything it needs it to do. It's just the perfect little diverse airsoft rifle where you're playing a CQB or outdoor. What did we use it? We even told him it's been our biggest seller for the past 2 years. So like, yeah, KWA Eve series. If you've got experience using the Eve, let us know in the comments because we've never really heard of people having
There's
these.
two different opinions there.
There's two opinions. Which side are you on?
Yeah.
Are you on Lewis's side or on Lewis's side? Let us know.
A much nicer comment from some of the previous ones from Riley Tommy Jacksaw says, you guys at BZ and your content are top tier, true leaders in the airsoft industry, in my opinion. Keep up the amazing work. Love emoji.
Well, thank you, Tommy Lee Jacko.
Yeah,
something
other.
Thank you, TikTok person.
Yes.
I don't know if we're true leaders in the airsoft world, but we've definitely picked up a lot of steam in the last couple of years. I started here in 2019. Airsoft was the least important part of this business or any other business that I work for. I don't just work for BZ, by the way, guys. In that time, it's been a complete 180. Airsoft is now like the top thing that we do. It's just gone crazy, especially in the last year or so. The reason why we're doing this video is because our TikTok has exploded in the last year. As I said, we're the most followed airsoft shop in the UK on TikTok.
It's becoming hard to keep track.
And we're hoping to do the same thing with YouTube, especially when we're making videos as fun and quirky as these. What else did he say about us? Tell me the more nice stuff he says. Come on.
He said we're top tier.
Yeah,
He said we're true
correct.
leaders. And we are doing amazing work.
Well, no one else has done an event quite like BZ Fest, not in recent years anyway, so I guess we're leaders in that. And we've had several new brands flock to us for us to distribute them this year alone, including VFC, CTM, Action Army. Scottish lad says, my parents won't let me go to BZ Tactical.
That's just really unlucky. That's just really unfair.
Mr. and Mrs. Scottish lad, why? What's your problem? Have we got beef? Let him come.
Is there an issue with BZ? Did we treat you wrong in the past?
Do you not like our toys in our toy shop?
In an adult toy shop?
Why won't you let your son come to our adult toy shop? That's what I want to know. Get yourself to BZ. It's a great day out. It's magical. It's like Toys R Us, but cooler and not shut down.
And a bit more expensive.
Yeah, a bit more expensive.
From L, shooting star emoji. Mr. BZ TikTok man, I love your energy. Your TikToks are amazing.
Well, thank you, L, shooting star emoji. My name is actually officially Mr. TikTok, BZ TikTok man. That was what I was christened at birth. It's just very, very lucky that I got this job and TikTok became a thing because I fit right into it like a glove. Energy, I don't have that. I definitely don't have that most of the time. I'm usually sat with an energy drink or a cup of tea, just trying to get through the day because we have so much going on at BZ. I love every second of it. It's great working here and it's great that we have so much going on. But sometimes you just need a break and you just need to make a silly little video to pass the time instead of doing actual proper important work.
Yeah.
I probably spent a bit too much time doing silly TikTok videos, but we wouldn't be making this video.
This video wouldn't exist without them.
Yeah, exactly. So you're welcome. Please don't fire me, guys. Stephen.Glover18. This guy's got beef with us. He says, "Are your BBs still breaking?" And in this video, there wasn't even any BBs in it. It was like a dry firing video.
He just needed to get it off his chest.
But he then went on to further clarify. He said, "I mean, whenever anyone uses your BBs," he's referring to Rebel Precision BBs, "whenever anyone uses them, they seem to be breaking. I had a lot shatter. I'm on about your," he even says, "I'm on about your Rebel BBs." Stephen, you're one of a very rare few that have had this problem. I'm just going to clarify this now. With any single product in the world, you're gonna have someone who has a problem with it. You can't get it right 100% of the time, no matter what you make, especially when you're pumping out millions of these tiny, tiny plastic balls. And we'll be fully transparent about Rebel Precision. Obviously, we've spoke about it a lot on this channel, about how we went to Taiwan, how we found the best BBs we could and brought them over to the UK. And we're the only people in the UK who use this manufacturer. But when you've got over 3,000 BBs per bottle, there are going to be some BBs that aren't as good as the rest of the bottles. It's just inevitable. No matter what brand you're going to pick, you're going to have a bad bottle or two. I can confidently say in the past year plus since Rebel Precision launched, we have had 3 people come to us and say that their BBs weren't up to the high standard that we tell everyone that they are. That's fine, these things happen. We told them to send them back. We replaced them with a new bottle and they had absolutely no problems from there. So Stephen, if you got a bottle of Rebel BBs and they did have problems, they did shatter as you claim, all you had to do was get in touch with us and we would have replaced them for you. And I think if our BBs were shattering all over the place, we wouldn't have them stocked in over 100 sites and shops around the UK in the space of a year. We got in a container, 1 container worth, that was meant to last us a full year. In that first year, we had to get 5 containers because they started selling so well. So if 1 or 2 bottles in those thousands and thousands and thousands that we've sold turns out to be a dud, that's on us. We'll get that replaced for you. Any problems with any products you buy from BZ, of course, hit us up. info@bztactical.co.uk. We'll sort you out. Mwah.
A comment from Leo. Chin strap on his bottom lip. And for context, this is referring to the video we did with the M249 and a photo shoot we also did. And just for clarity, this man has served in the military. He probably should know how to wear a helmet properly.
I think it's in the we've replied to this comment saying we'll tell the army veteran.
Yeah, we replied with, we will make sure to tell the army veteran how to wear his helmet properly.
Yeah, I mean, you were doing that photo shoot with him. He's a friend of BZ. He's a regular customer in the shop, and he literally would go out and use LMGs like the M249. So he was like, "Do you want me to do a photo shoot with you? Because I've actually used these things." So if there's anyone who knows how to wear a helmet properly, it's probably this guy, and not.
And he was wearing the helmet properly.
What's his name?
Leo.
And he probably doesn't need advice from Leo from TikTok. But thanks, Leo, for your input. We all need.
And your observation.
But he was wearing it properly, just to confirm. And this ties into something we already talked about, but LM says, are Rebel BBs worth it? Are they longbow quality? So just to go over it again, we've talked about this so much on this channel that you're probably all sick of it, but the BZ owners flew all the way to Taiwan a couple of years ago. They went around a load of BB factories. They tried every BB that they possibly could. They weighed them, they fired them, they checked the polish, they did all, asked about their quality control, etc., 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 and they found that one manufacturer came out above the rest. That is the manufacturer who makes Rebel Precision, the little sign up there. No one else in the UK uses these. That's why our BBs have gotten such a great response. As I said, we launched them in April 2023. Within a year, they were stocked with on over 100 sites and shops around the UK. 1 shipment turned into 5 in the space of that year because they've sold so well. They wouldn't be selling well if players didn't love them. We get so many great comments on our BBs from players across the UK. There's now interest in distributing them outside of the UK. We're in talk currently about that happening. Hopefully we'll have some more information on that very soon. But we wouldn't have gotten this reputation if our BBs weren't good quality. But every player's got a different opinion and a different preference when it comes to BBs. So what BBs do you use? Tell us in the comments. And if you've never tried Rebel BBs, let us know why you haven't tried them yet.
Milo Caldwell Hall has said, can you guys please set up a store in Sheffield? Please, I want to visit your store, but you guys are like 1 hour and 30 minutes away, crying emoji.
Right, Milo. A guy literally flew from India this month to come to our shop. Not only that, he flew from India to Heathrow and then travelled from Heathrow overnight to come to our shop. An hour and a half. I've driven more than an hour and a half to go to KFC before, let alone to an airsoft shop. Now, we understand that getting to places is different for everyone. Hopefully at some point, Milo, you can make it to BZ. Maybe for BZ Fest 2025. Part of putting on these big events is that we want to give people a reason to do like a big road trip up to BZ, because we know that realistically not everyone's going to be able to come from across the country to come to our shop every week. But to answer your other question, will we open another shop, specifically in Sheffield? We get asked a variation on this question at least once a week. Could you open a shop down south? Could you open one in Edinburgh? Could you open one in the northwest? Could you open one in Wales? The answer is no. It's not going to happen, at least in any time in the near future. Opening up a second shop brings a whole load of issues with it that we are just not able to deal with at the moment. We're happy just running the one shop here in Teesside, and of course you can also shop online with us at bztactical.co.uk. We have absolutely no plans to open a second BZ shop in any time soon, or if ever. Something that we do here at BZ is that we supply shops and sites across the UK. If you buy from a shop other than BZ in the UK, chances are we probably supply them with something. It might even be the thing that you're buying. So in essence, we don't really need to open up any other shops here in the UK because a lot of our stuff goes to other shops around the UK, and we'll happily recommend those shops to you as well. We've been out in person to support openings of other shops before. I know we went to the HC2 shop in West Midlands end of last year. This weekend, at time of recording, we are going out to Bomb Up Airsoft's new shop. That's near Liverpool. It's, I think, the biggest airsoft shop in the UK, like physical airsoft shop in the UK. So if you're in that area, if you're in the northwest, go and check them out. There are shops that buy from us all over the place. So if we've got something that nobody else has or no one in your area has, then just hit us up. Let us know where you live and what you're after. Obviously you can buy it online, but if we supply someone in your area, we can let them know that you're after something, and if they want it in their shop, we can supply it to them, and then you can get your hands on it and see it physically, because it's always nice to see things in person before you buy, especially when it's like a big purchase like a gun or if something like clothing, masks. So if we can get it to a store near you, then that's obviously best for you, and we'll try our best to do that. And we also get like a lot of people asking, you know, where's a good airsoft shop or site where I live, and we get these in TikTok comments all the time, and we'll always happily tell you if you need a recommendation for somewhere to shop. We're not just going to always tell you to come to us. We're happy to spread the success across airsoft shops all over the UK. But it also makes me laugh when people say, will like comment on our videos and stuff, and they say, I don't want to buy from BZ, which is fine, that's your right, but I don't want to buy from there. So this shop's much better, or this shop's cheaper, or anything like that. And 9 times out of 10, I think, well, we supply them with that thing, so it doesn't really matter to us. At the end, everyone's doing well, and we're helping support other shops and making airsoft in the UK better for everyone.
Next comment from Jizya Collector. I'm definitely not pronouncing that right. If I come to the store in person, will I still need a Yukara for a non-two-tone gun?
Did you say his name was Jizz Collector?
No, Jizya Collector.
Okay. Okay, Mr.
I don't think I'm pronouncing that right, no.
Mr. Collector, yes, if you're coming in store, Yukara, valid defense rules still apply. They're exactly the same online as they are in store. If you come in store, you will need a valid defense. Somewhere in this area, you'll see a video that we did recently, explains all the rules about buying airsoft equipment in the UK, including how to get a UCARI, what it is, and other forms of valid defense. So someone called Mitch on TikTok asked, what even happened at the fest, referring to BZ Fest, which took place earlier this month. And a guy called Louis said, basically, it's the airsoft equivalent of E3, where companies showed their best riffs as well as being able to purchase some riffs from the BZ store. It was amazing.
What a compliment.
Well, thanks for coming, Louis, but I think comparing our event that we had in our car park to E3,
It's a bit of a stretch.
it's a bit of a stretch, but we'll take the compliment.
Yeah.
We had an ice cream van and a bouncy castle. E3 doesn't have an ice cream van or a bouncy castle.
The rest can speak for itself.
Confirmed, BZ Fest is better than E3.
So, on TikTok, The Dot has asked,
The Dot.
The Dot, we need both to make airsoft fun and silly though. And for context, I think that is about the M249 video compared
Yes.
to the bright pink, red and green kit
Yeah,
that our shop manager wore.
yeah, so I agree. Airsoft should be both fun and silly. At the end of the day, we're all playing toy soldiers. We're all shooting toy guns. Some people need to take it a bit less seriously and just enjoy yourself and don't criticise other people who don't play in the same way that you do. That's their way of playing. As long as they're not taking the piss and they're calling their hits, then it's all fine by me. But if you don't call your hits, you are a horrible person. HA99 just said, that KWA sounds mint.
Which KWA?
I can't remember, but can confirm all KWAs sound mint.
Big T has said, I absolutely love spending money at BZ Tactical brackets. Your silly little TikToks are why I buy from you, as well as the excellent customer service and products.
Well, Big T, I'm assuming he's Mr. T's dad, but thanks for that. I mean, when we started doing TikTok, I basically got forced to do it just because it was the thing, and I was really reluctant to do it, but here we are, a year and a bit later, and we're doing all right, I think.
Yeah.
The amount of people who come in the shop or tell us online, oh yeah, I found you on TikTok, or I'd never heard of you before until I've seen you on TikTok. I didn't even know about airsoft until I saw you on TikTok. Like, it's mad, isn't it? Like,
Yeah.
sometimes we'll be walking through the shop just to get some film, some content, or when we were at BZ Fest, and like people point and recognise us from TikTok, and like we've even had like young lads get a bit like starstruck by like so I know like a guy came up to me at BZ Fest and was like, oh my god, I'm so glad I met you, that's made my day. And I was just like, okay, like cool.
Yeah, when we're filming, we're just thinking about how the content's going to look, how we're going to film it, how we're going to edit it, but we don't think about when it goes up, all these people that probably never seen it before, or they're waiting for another video to come out. We don't think of it that way.
Yeah, and most of the time we're just trying to find ideas that prevent us from doing actual work at our desks. Some ideas are more thoughts than others.
Yep.
But yeah, we just make silly little TikToks and hopefully we continue to get paid to do it. And so far it's doing okay, so thanks guys. The Lego Man on TikTok says, where is this? I need to go here. This is a question we get asked every single day. Where is BZ? Where's the shop? Where are we located? Google isn't a thing apparently, because we get asked this every single day. BZ is located in Teesside. It's in the northeast of England. It's about 40 minutes south of Newcastle. We have our brick and mortar shop at BZ HQ here in Teesside, but you can also order online at bztactical.co.uk. Mike Cool says, how to order? Mike, how to order, you go to bztactical.co.uk or you can shop in store here at Teesside as well.
So just for a bit of fun, we've got some comments from Instagram as well. So Maverick_BTNS has said, only the best looking airsofters use Rebel.
True.
Very
Proven fact. Next question. TRL.airsoft says that BZ charges more than other retailers. I'm not saying it's bad, but I noticed it. So, included this question because this is something we might get asked sometimes, like, you are charging more than this company, or how are you cheaper than them, or etc, etc. We get asked to price match a lot, which we do within reason, and that's just how it is. We are the distributor for several brands here in the UK, like VFC, KWA, Rebel Precision, CTM now starting from July. So we can get them direct from the company. Every shop's different. Some shops will be cheaper on some things. Some shops will be more expensive on others. Some shops don't offer free shipping. We offer free shipping to mainland UK on orders £100 plus. Also on certain items, because we are the UK distributor for certain things like Action Army, we sometimes allow other stores to sell them cheaper than us because we supply them, and given that we're the distributor for them, we don't kind of want to use that to our advantage and stop other shops from selling them at a decent price. So we let them sell slightly cheaper than we are, so they've got a bit of an advantage over us, and that everyone in the UK can spread the sales a bit, and as many shops in the UK can benefit from the distribution deals that we have. That way people shop around more, that way more shops are doing well in the UK. We just want to spread the success a little bit and support the people who are supporting us by buying from us. So to answer your question, sometimes we are going to be more expensive, but it's kind of out of our hands sometimes. Sometimes it's by design, and sometimes some people, when they're out of stock on something, they'll drop the price to make it look like they're cheaper. So if you come into BZ and you want to price match something, if the website that you're price matching us to, if that item is out of stock and we can't price match it because that may not actually be the price that they would sell them for if they had it in stock. But we're always pretty upfront about this kind of thing. So if there's a specific product that you think we're selling it more than other people are, just ask us why we're selling it, because we probably have a good answer for it.
So we've got a suggestion from Callsign Ghost, and he has asked for filming gun reviews in the shooting range and having staff play game days using the guns newly in stock.
So the shooting range thing, that is something we're already doing. If you go on our shorts on here on our YouTube channel,
plenty of content on there.
Luca is filming guns being tested every single day. The range isn't completely finished yet, it still needs some finishing touches, which hopefully will be done soon. And when those are done, we'll get even more content in the range as well. We've actually got a couple of like longer form YouTube videos planned for the range too, like shooting every gun in stock of certain brands and stuff like that. If there's any guns you'd like us to see us review and shoot on the range, please tell us in the comments and we might make them for you. As for game days, we don't really want to take guns out from the shop to play on game days because these are going to end up in the hands of customers, etc. We do sometimes get gifted like prototypes or early release things. We've got some stuff in from Archwick, some of the APC 9 models that aren't available yet. We've got them in our range at the moment, just so we can show them off to people. So we may go and play a game with them, but as for actual new guns that are here to be sold, we wouldn't touch them outside of the shop because they're for you, they're not for us. Gameplay content is something that we want to do, but
we thought about it.
We've
suggested it before.
We've discussed it, but it's just getting it done because obviously that means we have to work weekends, we need more equipment, we need GoPros, we need all this stuff. So it might be something that we can do in the future, but first we need to grow this YouTube channel. So if you haven't already, like this video, share it about with all your friends, subscribe to the BZ Tactical YouTube channel, and the bigger these things grow, the more we can do content like that, like gameplay footage, like full reviews in the range, that thing. But if we don't have the numbers to back it up, our bosses won't buy us the stuff for it. So get subscribing, get buying at bztactical.co.uk, and give us a follow on TikTok and Instagram as well. And leave us your funny comments, or just slag us off like some people have as well, because either way, we're going to give you a response. So,
And we're going to get another video out of it.
yeah, we need content. Please give us more content because we're desperate for it. Which comment was your favourite from this video? Tell us in a comment. Thanks, guys.